In the summer of 1992, high on a lonely Idaho mountain, a quiet cabin sat under the weight of a storm no one could see coming. Inside was Randy Weaver, a man convinced the world was closing in on him, and a government he believed had already marked him. What began as a small gun charge, Weaver swore was a setup, slowly grew into a net tightening around his family. When he didn't show up to court, shadows started appearing in the trees. Men in camouflage, footsteps where there should have been silence. The mountain felt watched, hunted, and then, on August 21st, the silence shattered. Their dog, Stryker, bolted toward movement in the woods and gunfire erupted. The chaos lasted seconds, but destroyed everything. Weaver's 14-year-old son, Sammy, fell to the ground. A U.S. Marshal was dead, and the ridge was no longer just a home, it was a battlefield. By the next day, the FBI surrounded the mountain. Snipers took positions, and a deadly rule was put in place. If an armed adult stepped outside, shoot. No questions, no warnings. A single bullet ripped through the cabin door, tearing into Randy, then striking his wife, Vicky, as she held their baby. She collapsed without a sound. Inside the cabin, grief hit like a shockwave. A mother gone, a family trapped, and the mountain suddenly colder than it had ever been. For 11 days, the world watched as the cabin stood like a wounded animal surrounded by hunters. Nights were freezing. Tension was suffocating. Agents whispered in the dark while Weaver's children cried in a home that no longer felt alive. Eventually, with the nation outraged, negotiators pleading, and his family shattered, Randy Weaver walked out. The standoff ended, but the ghosts of Ruby Ridge never did. 3 lives were lost. A country was shaken, and that quiet mountain still whispers of a moment when mistrust, fear, and a single spark turned into a deadly fire that hasn't faded in over 30 years.